What's up, guys? So, if you recognize this look, I literally just filmed a video with doing this look on myself. Go check that out, even though that's not going to be out when I post this, but Anyway, I'm telling my first story time today, because as you guys, I may have noticed, if you keep up with me, I haven't really been posting much since December, I think like the middle of December, which is a long time, and it's kind of been hurting my heart because I was just getting into fucking loving this YouTube shit, and like making videos has been so much fun, but I did some things and I couldn't film, and that's gonna be our story time today, is what the hell I did to where I couldn't be filming YouTube videos, because I'm sure you're curious, I guess, maybe. It's gonna be a wild ride, so just like sit back, relax, and I'm gonna tell you the story of how I fucked everything up. Okay, so basically, I guess I need to like make a disclaimer or like preface this video or whatever, saying that I am 5 years old. As you may or may not have knew, I am 17 years old and I'm almost 18, but it's really a struggle being 10 years old, and all your friends are older. All my friends are like 20, 21, 22, 23. You know, you get what I'm saying. Like, all my friends are older than me, and I'm not even legal to do anything, you know? So it kind of sucks. And it's not even really that bad. Like, I could still hang out with them if I didn't fuck everything up like I do. You got to understand that, is that I get myself in trouble constantly. I get myself grounded constantly because I suck. Alright, can y'all wait? I gotta fix my hair because it's just really annoying me. This is just how this is gonna look today. Please don't judge me. Yeah, all my friends are older than me. I'm too young. I could do shit if I didn't fuck everything up to where I'm grounded and I can't do things, and I gotta sneak out, sneak around, do things I'm not supposed to do, and lie to be able to hang out with my friends who are all 500 years old. So keep that in mind, and here I'm going to begin this story. I also guess I need to put another little preface in here that at the time of when this event took place, I was already in trouble for doing some more bad shit. My parents went out of town and I had, not a party, but I had some people over. Things went really south. Long story short, it was the worst night of my life. We got fucked up, you know, we were crossfaded. It was bad, whatever. Don't drink underage. Whatever, but it was bad, and I was grounded. I think I was going to be grounded for a month. And at the time that I got myself more in trouble, the story time I'm about to tell y'all today, I literally was probably like 2 weeks away from being ungrounded. So I could have just not fucked everything up, but I chose to because that's my favorite thing to do. Alright, so here we go. Here begins the story. So a long time ago, I was a bad little kid and I would sneak out and stuff, and my parents finally found out about it, and I don't know, they got an alarm system. I couldn't sneak out. There's alarms on the windows, on the door, and everything. So they would turn the alarm on at night, and then I couldn't sneak out. So like, it works pretty well. It keeps me in. Well, one beautiful day, I think it was like February 5th. It was the 4th through the 5th, okay? It was around that time this year, and it was a Sunday night, and I remember I was talking to this girl on Tinder, and I'm gonna have to change her name. I want to give my love a good name. I'm gonna call her Kinsey. Alright, so I was talking to this girl, Kinsey, on Tinder and everything, and we had matched. And then also, don't have Tinder underage. You have to be 18 to have that, and I'm just a bad kid. Don't fucking do this shit. Okay, anyway, just don't be like me if that's all you learn from this video. So basically, I was talking to this girl. We had each other on Snapchat for a while, but this is the time that we had really just now started talking, and she liked to get drunk all the time, and I was just beginning to like that, you know. So, you know, we would call all the time and we just talk, but we had never met each other in person because, like I said, at the time I was grounded, so I couldn't really get out to do anything. And she was 19 and I'm 17, right? And I told her that, and then she was cool with it. So then everything, it was all good. And you know what? This girl is like hot as fuck. Like, I just wanted to meet her. So this one Sunday night, my parents, they had left the alarm off, and I was like, oh shit, like, it's about to go down, I'm about to sneak out, you know. She can't drive, she doesn't have a license or a car or anything, so her friend, we're gonna call him Adam, her friend Adam drove her over to my house. It was like 11 or maybe at night when this happened. My parents had went to bed. Like, I'm a pro at this. I wait till my parents went to bed. I was getting ready I didn't really look that cute though. I didn't even have makeup on. I put on some hoe clothes, you know, like always. And so they went and they parked at the street, like in front of my house. So it was so funny at first because I was like, oh shit, like I didn't even know who it was because my Wi-Fi had turned off. Like I said, I was grounded. I didn't have service. I had Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi had turned off, and I was like, I don't know where they are. Like there was this car that had parked on the street, and I was like, I don't know if that's them. Anyway, this is this is pointless. Like this whole story is about to be an hour long if I explain every detail. But I'm going to. I really fucking like telling story times. This is awesome. I'm gonna do this more. Do you guys like this? Like, I know it hasn't even really started yet, but if you like this, please tell me in the comments below because I have so many stories and I like telling them. I like being dramatic. I just walked into this stranger's car. Like I didn't even know. I was like, I don't know if that's them, but I guess I'm gonna just go up there. And it was. I walked up to this random car, got in the back seat, you know, listened to some Spanish music. It was cool. Like we were jamming, you know, telling jokes. It was cool. And then so she said, you know, because we had been talking for a little bit, so we knew some things about each other. And she was like, hey, you like liquor, right? And I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm getting drunk tonight. Mind you, it was Sunday night. Like I had school the next day. Like it was already probably 11:30 or 12. You know, it was just, I was a bad kid. Okay, so I was like, okay, yeah, like of course I like liquor because I had told her I don't like beer. Like I really just don't fuck with beer. I don't like it, but I like liquor. And she said, well, her friend Adam, he goes, we're gonna call him Adam. He goes, well, yeah, all I have right now is EVERCLEAR. So is that good with you? And I'm just like, fuck it, like I'm gonna drink EVERCLEAR. I had never drank EVERCLEAR before, and I remember my friends in the past telling me like, don't do that, it'll fuck up your life. Like don't ever drink EVERCLEAR, like things go bad, you know. But I was like, hell yeah. So we get up to his apartment, we like walk up the stairs, and we're in Adam's apartment, and Kinsey's with me, you know. Basically, we all go sit in his room, and he's like, oh, do you want me to make you a drink? And I was like, yeah, sure, you know. And he had Sprite, and I was like, oh shit, like, can you put the Sprite, like, put it in, like, I'm not about to take a shot of EVERCLEAR, like, sorry. And that's a good thing I didn't, because the story might have even ended up worse than it actually does, which is pretty bad. So he put it in the Sprite. There was like no ice or anything, man. It burned so bad. It was so disgusting. Like it's not even that it burned. Like I can take shots. Like I'm not a pussy, but it was just gross tasting. And I was like, fuck. I think okay, I had that drink for a while, and since it tasted so bad, I wasn't drinking it that much. I was just like a little bit, and then I was like a little bit, just to get drunk. Like it tasted fucking horrible. I was just hanging out with Kinsey, you know, we were talking. And then basically one thing led to another, and we basically like fucked in his room. We fucked in Adam's room. And he was just sitting on his bed playing video games, and like me and her were like fucking, I was like writing her face on the floor. Like, sorry, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was getting my pussy ate. We were just, you know, that actually, we had been doing that for like an hour. Like, I don't even know how. I guess we were already a little fucked up. She was drinking her Bud Lights, because she drinks Bud Light, and she was drinking like hella Bud Lights, hella beer, you know, so she was already like drinking when we picked her up. Or when she picked me up, like she was drunk, and so I guess I was getting a little drunk because it was EVERCLEAR. The EVERCLEAR fucked me up, I guess. But we fucked for like an hour. Oh my god. And neither of us thought it was that long. But like eventually we stopped. Like she went to go to the bathroom, and I was like, oh, like I think I drank the rest of my drink or something. And you know, I don't know if y'all know this. You know when you're like drunk or high and you're doing something for a long time, like say you're on your phone for a long time, or you're like fucking someone for a long time, like you're doing something where your eyes are like on one spot for a long time, where you're focused on something, and then when you stop and you kind of like look around and you're like, wow, I'm fucked up. Like that's what happened to me. I was like, wow, like I didn't even feel drunk, and then I was like, shit, like I am. And then so I go, hey Adam, like I'm sorry to ask you this, but like can I have another drink? And he was like, oh yeah, of course. Like he's the nicest guy in the world, I swear to god, he's so sweet. This time he put cranberry juice in that EVERCLEAR and some ice, I think. Like it was fuck, it was awesome. Like it was actually tasting good, and that's where things started to get fucked up, you know. What he was putting in it was like a shot amount in each drink, and it was like in a cup, you know, like a solo cup. Bro, I just heard a noise and I'm home alone. And so we was chilling, I was drinking my drink, and I guess that's the time that we started to get kind of rowdy. Like we decided to dance. I decided to dance. Y'all don't know this yet, but I love to fucking dance, like all the time. If I'm drunk, if I'm this or that, if I'm sober, like I'm always trying to dance, you know. So I was like, yeah, let's dance, let's put on some music. So we put on some music, we were dancing a little bit. Adam put on some like disco music. It was fucking lit. Like he was like, you know, fucking dancing, like he was getting it. It was awesome. Kinsey was starting to get fucked up, like trashed, like wasted. Like she was kind of stumbling, falling down. She would like lay on the floor and wouldn't talk to me. I was like, hey, get up and dance with me, bitch. And she was just like, you know, she just kept stumbling back her way back to the floor. Then I was like, I finished my drink and I was like, can I have another drink? And he was like, yeah, sure. And he was like, so do you want like a shot or half a shot? 2 shots that aren't even shots, they're like in the mixed drink. Like those already fucked me up pretty much, so I'm gonna just go with half, you know, because it was getting to the point. It was probably 3 or so in the morning, 3:30. It was about to the point where I was gonna have to be taken home soon. So basically I got my drink with a half a shot in it, whatever, if EVERCLEAR. Bad idea. So I'm gonna this is where things get kind of serious. So basically how I was sneaking out was, my mom, she goes to this, and I hope my mom isn't watching this, I swear to God, I really hope, but she goes to this boot camp in the morning, and she literally, it starts at 5:10, so she leaves at like 4:50 or like 5, you know, so she's up hella early in the morning. So my plan for sneaking out was always like, you know, sneak out and then come back around, it would either be like before she would wake up, so like at 4, or I would plan to go go back into the house when she was at class, so it would be around like 5:10 I would go to the house. So I don't really remember. I think the plan was to get back before she was at class, but we were getting drunk, and this is where things, like I said, they're about to get stupid and serious, and they suck. So basically she had decided she wanted to come back home with me, and I was like, what like, what the fuck? At first I was like, no, like that's totally fucking dumb, like, because she wanted to come back at like 4 in the morning with me, lay in my bed, and leave at like 10 when everyone was out the house for like school and work. And I was like, bitch, no, that's totally stupid. And I was talking to Adam, because like they're best friends, and I was like, hey, like, is that a good idea? Like, is she even gonna wake the fuck up? 'Cause she's trashed as fuck. And he's like, I don't know, she never wakes up, so like I don't know if that's really a good idea. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea either. But she was kind of insisting on it, and I guess as I started to get drunker, this EVERCLEAR was really starting to hit me, guys. I was just like, fuck it, like that's what we're gonna do, like fuck it, it's senior year, like, you know. So things started to get bad. We was just kind of chilling, things were slowly falling apart. We probably left his house at like 4 in the morning. Like I wanted to be home at 4 in the morning, like it was bad. So we left his apartment at like 4 in the morning. And I had this great idea. While he's driving us back to my house, I had this great idea. I'm like, shit, we need some cigarettes. So he decided we were going to go to HEB. And so Kinsey went in. I gave her some money. This drunk ass bitch went into HEB. She somehow got the cigarettes, but she got escorted out by manager to the car because she was so fucked up. She didn't even know where she was going. She didn't even know what she was doing. She didn't know what was happening. And I was like, she's underage too, like she's 19, like it would have been bad. And there was literally cops at HEB, and like nothing happened, but it was scary, you know. I don't know why Adam didn't go in with her. He was just like, no, stay in the car, like we're not fucking going in, like if she dies, she dies. I don't know why he was so pissed, but whatever. And I was being annoying at that point. I was being drunk and shit and like talking funny to him. She makes it back somehow to the car, and he drives us back towards my house. And so we park, he kind of lets us out on this road that's like in front of my house. Like here's a road in front of my house, and then there's a road perpendicular to that road. Does that make any sense? Like, and then here's a road here. So like that, you know? So this road curves like that. So he let us out over here where you can't see my house. Does that make sense? That was so complicated. Where you could, it was close to my house, but you couldn't see us from the house. That was so fucking dumb. Just in case, you know, anybody was looking. Oh my god, we were drunk as fuck. Like, he let us out the car. We were fucked up. Like, she was stumbling, like, all over the road. And I was just like, you know, I couldn't even think. And then, so he left. And that was when shit really started to get bad. Like, I almost got a bad feeling. Like, I almost got scared at that point. Because, like, he left. He was sober. And we were like, fuck. Like, we were 2 girls. It's like 4:30 in the morning. We're out in the middle of the street. And we have to stay here until like 5:10, you know, because now the plan has changed to go when my mom is at this class that she goes to, not before she goes, because the things got way out of hand. Don't drink EVERCLEAR. Okay, but basically when Adam left, I just felt like, fuck, like here we are, these two drunk ass girls, like wasted ass girls, and like we're gonna die, you know, like this, there's no one to take care of us, you know what I mean? Like, hope our cognitive decision making is good, and it proved to not be good, and you'll find out about that in a minute. I just gotta tell some funny stories from at this point, because from like basically this point on, it's just terrible, depressing shit that happens next. So basically, it's kind of funny, like we're like a park which has like trees and woods and shit, so we decided we need to pee, and I remember looking over, and it wasn't in the wood. This is so bad. And I look over, and Kinsey, she was trying to like pee, and she like fell down and like laid down while she was peeing, like in her own, like it was so disgusting. I don't know. It wasn't disgusting at the time. Like I was some drunk bitch. I was like, this is really funny. Like ha ha ha. YOLO, like hee senior year and stuff. We waited around, we smoked some cigarettes. I was trying to smoke my cigarette, like she would like jump on top of me or like lay on top of me and like run into it and like burn herself or like put it out somehow. I don't even know, like we were so fucked up. It was so bad. Then we went, and we're just waiting till 5:10 probably. I don't know what time it was. I think we probably waited till like 5:05. So, you know, here's the plan, right? Let me refresh you guys. Come to my house, sneak up the stairs, lock the door, lay in my bed. She's gonna leave it after everyone's gone. Like, I've left for school, my parents left for work, shit like that, and my sister goes to school. So that's the plan, right? And I go, and I open the door, the front door. I'm drunk as fuck. And I'm like, okay, everything's good. And then I look, and I'm like, my mom is laying on this couch, this very one right here. She's laying on the couch, and I'm like, shit. I mean, my drunk ass, I just like tried to leave. I just like walked back out the door, and of course she was woken up, and of course her laying there meant that she knew that I was gone, you know. So it was I knew this was about to be bad. So basically my mom comes out there, she's like, what the fuck, like what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, I just went on a walk. Like, I'm so stupid. I'm just sitting here like, I went on a walk and I found her. And she's just like, this is this girl, I met her like on an app, like blah blah blah. I don't know. She's like trying to be honest. She's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, Mom, it's fine. Like, you're overreacting. This is so bad. Like, I'm so sorry. This is probably not something good to be saying on the internet. I'm so sorry. Like, I hope y'all know, before I even tell y'all the rest of this, I feel like remorse for what I did, because I don't like to upset my parents, and I feel bad for hurting them and everything. But y'all, I mean, I wasn't trying to do it. Obviously, I was just trying to have fun. I wasn't doing anything to intentionally break somebody's heart. I was like, no, fuck this. Like, we're leaving or whatever. I don't even know what happened. Like, so we started walking off, and she was like, oh, I lost my phone. Like, suddenly she's like, I don't know where my phone is. Like, I lost my phone. And I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna go find it. And my mom's like, don't fucking leave this house right now. Like, you're gonna die if you just step off this property. And I was like, Mom, no, I'm going to find her phone. I go back to where we had used the bathroom. My mom is pissed, and Kinsey's staying with her. And I go back to where she had peed, and I'm looking everywhere, and it's so hard. I'm so drunk. I'm like, fuck. And of course, I was sobered up since, like, I found out my mom was there. I'm like, fuck, you know, like, I was sobering up real quick. And I finally found her phone. That's one thing I'm proud of myself for finding it. Like, I was so fucked up, and it was hidden. You know, I come back. She's like at this park that's like close to my house, that's like in between that spot that I went to and my house. I don't know. My mom's pissed. She starts storming back towards the house. Like, I don't know what she's about to do. I mean, now that I think about it, I don't even know. I was so drunk. I'm talking to Kinsey, and I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'm about to get in so much trouble. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, literally, I'm like, I love you. I just met this girl, and I'm like, I love you. Like, I'm gonna go with you. Like, we're gonna run away. Like, fuck it. I'm so done. Like, I'm running away today. Like, I'm done with this. And she's like, yeah, like, that's a good idea. Like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, like, I'm ready. And she's like, okay, I love you, bitch. And I was like, I love you too. And I was like, all right, Kinsey, look. I hand her my vape, right? I'm like, here, take this. Because I'm pretty sure my mom's about to rip all this shit off me as soon as I walk in the door. Like, I'm going to go pack a quick bag real quick, and then we're going to hit the road, bitch. And she's like, okay, sounds good. I'm standing here. You know, so she's waiting. And I go in. And this is the part I'm not so proud of, because, like, I packed my bag, and then my parents, my mom and dad were both up. They were like, you're not leaving? And I was like, yes, I am. And we literally, like, fought. Like, we, like, had a struggle. Like, they were trying to pull me back, and I was just like, no. You know, I was trying to get out the door for, like, 15 minutes. And then finally, they just, like, kicked me out. I had nothing. they thought I was like on crack or something, which makes sense because I was kind of acting like it. I'm not proud of this part. I go out and I'm talking to Kinsey and I'm crying. I'm like, fuck it, like I'm gonna get a job, like I'm gonna move with you, like we're gonna walk together, blah blah blah. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, you waited for me outside my house. And she's like, yeah, I love you, you know, whatever. It was so stupid. But basically she had called the cops on her Wi-Fi only, emergency call only ass phone. So she called the cops, and so we were walking away. We were like walking. I was like barefoot, like I had nothing, y'all, but I had my vape. Fuck yeah. And this is the funny part. I had these really tiny shorts on, and they were like, I don't know, they had a pocket on them, and I put my vape in my pocket. We were walking, and these cops pull up, and I put my vape straight in my pocket like that, you know, and like you could tell there was something in my pocket. I don't know, whatever. They're like, oh, like what are y'all doing, like blah blah blah, because it's the cops she called apparently. And they were like, oh, here's two girls like walking away like barefoot, like this is probably it, you know. And I was like, yeah, like I got into a fight with my parents, like I'm gonna go, like you can't do anything about it. And he was like, yeah, like you can't run away, like come on, I need you to get in the car. And I'm like, he was being a real dick, and I was being nice. I was like, yes sir, no sir, like this, that, like I understand, but I'm gonna go fucking run away because I can, you know. And he's like, nope, like get in the car. He made me get in the car. He was being an asshole. Like I hate this man so much, like so fucking much. Like it makes me pissed every time to even just think. It took me back to my house. Another cop took Kinsey and took her to McDonald's so that she could like use the Wi-Fi there on her phone and like figure out a way back. Like that cop was super nice. The one that took me was was a fucking dick, you know. He was terrible. Brings me back to my house, you know. There's this whole thing, and then I started cussing him out and everything. I was like, fuck you, like fuck the pig, like I don't know what I said. I said like fucking pigs or something as I was walking up the stairs, and I was like, I'm talking to you, cop. Like I don't know, I was really ballsy, and I really didn't like him. I'm really like fuck 12, like I really like, fuck 12. Yeah, now I'm grounded till I graduate. So basically that's where it comes in, the part where like I couldn't film because my mom took my iPad. She took all my shit, as you can imagine, you know, all my shit. But I kind of have it back now, so yeah, I'm filming some videos. I hope y'all don't hate me after that story. It makes me sound like a bad person. Leave in the comments, do y'all think I'm a bad person for that story or what? I think I have a tendency to go absolutely insane and blow things way out of proportion like all the time. And I know that's bad. I know I need to stop, but like whatever, shit happens and EVERCLEAR is bad. The morals of the story: be a good kid and don't fucking drink alcohol and don't fucking drink EVERCLEAR and don't meet hoes on Tinder. I don't know, this girl, I really like her now, like we're talking and everything, and she's a really good person and I love her, but it was still a really bad idea for everything that happened. So just don't do shit like that. That's my first story time. That's a bad story time. Like that makes me look really bad. I'm gonna tell some more because I really enjoyed telling the story, but I'm gonna be telling more, like the ones I have to tell you are like better, you know, like they're not like, oh, I'm such a piece of shit. They're like, oh, like I want to tell you all the first time I got high and like shit like that, because that was a wild ride as well. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry if I'm a piece of shit, now that y'all know all that. And please comment below, like, does this make me a bad person or what? Like, I need y'all's opinion on this whole story and everything. But that's basically the whole story of why I haven't been filming. But now I'm excited to be back with you guys, if you still accept me after this fucking video. I don't know, like and subscribe if you like this. Tell me, do y'all want to see more story times? Because I'm really feeling it. I really like telling story times. I will see you guys later.